gonna have to portray one of these deadly sins at the bottom of this 8-foot grave.
No. Oh my God. Hey guys, Jessica here. Today we're going to be looking at a very interesting America's Next Top Model episode. One of the models on the show finds out her friend passes away, and then the next day or the day of, they make her do a photo shoot laying in a coffin in a graveyard. That's the photo shoot concept that they chose. That's right, guys. They couldn't have waited like another episode for this one. You couldn't have let the girl grieve a little bit. No, who signs off on this and is like, that's a good idea. Let's do it. Oh, she just found out. Yeah, let's do it the day of. Yeah, right after. When the call ends, yeah, make sure we get her in the van to the graveyard. But I need. Okay, let's see what happens, you guys.
Says tomorrow you'll finally get to rest in peace and quiet. Be ready to leave at 7:30 a.m. Tyra. We're gonna be dead. Rest in peace.
We could be zombies.
Please don't be this. I don't need dealing with death right now. I don't need that.
It's just gonna be a really hard day tomorrow, if that's what it is. I just hope that's not what it is.
You can tell how uncomfortable the model is just hearing the concept. I don't know if this was done purposely. Photo shoots do take some time to plan, but it would have been more appropriate to just delay this shoot. I don't think it was like good timing. I think they should have just done something else. This show is just kind of ridiculous sometimes. You really can't give anybody a break. Like, it just seems like such a sensitive time for one of your contestants, and you're really gonna do this? Literally take her to a graveyard after she found out her friend passed away? That's so terrible.
That's where we're going. I'm sitting next to Kayla, and she immediately just folds over and starts falling. Kaylin is not having too much fun.
Why would she? Who would have fun after having to hear about a death of a close friend and then, oh, let's take a field trip to the graveyard. Yeah. They don't care. They clearly just don't care. This scene right here shows you how much they don't care about their models.
It's really messed up. I mean, I know nobody knows the circumstances, but I just don't want to be here.
And then there were 7.
They missed a really good opportunity here to take this and turn it into something to celebrate the life of somebody. Maybe do a photo shoot, centered around that instead of centered around death and coffins and graveyards.
You've got lust, sloth, gluttony, envy, wrath, greed, and pride. These are the 7 deadly sins. And with
Yeah, it sounds like you just described the show we're watching right now.
of you here today, each and every one of you are going to have to portray one of these deadly sins while looking deadly gorgeous. Well, I hope none of you are afraid of tight and confined, creepy spaces. Follow me.
It took everything in my body not to just give up right at that moment.
Today,
So I love how they ask the girls the day of the photo shoot, like, do any of you guys hate being put in a coffin? Is that a problem for any of you guys? No, really? You guys have experience with that? So it just seems like you gotta do whatever they want. They're gonna put you in a box. They're gonna bury you in the ground. You gotta be okay with it on this show, which in the real world, you can't do that with models. You can't just throw them in a situation like that. You need consent. You need to make sure somebody is comfortable with that. Some people are claustrophobic. So he says the 7 girls, 7 deadly sins. Okay, that makes sense. They probably had this planned. What are the odds that her friend passes away and then they have this photo shoot? Do you think it was just a coincidence, or do you think that this was purposely done?
It took everything in my body not to just give up right at that moment.
today, you girls are gonna have to portray one of these deadly sins at the bottom of this 8-foot grave.
No. Are you serious? They're really gonna put them in the ground? They're like, oh, we dug this hole for you guys. We're actually gonna put you in there.
Kayla just got information that one of her friends from high school had just passed away.
Feeling a lot of pain right now. I've kind of suppressed it, and this morning it just kind of is like bam, and it hits you, and you don't have any choice but to deal with it.
Kaylin, you okay, honey?
Yeah.
What's wrong? You want to talk about it?
No.
Jason, what's wrong with Kaylin?
She had a friend that just died from high school.
I just have a hard time believing they didn't have any idea about this. You know, I feel like this was set up as one of the plot lines for this episode. They have to act like they had no idea. Oh, we're shocked that, you know, somebody passed away and now we're doing this photo shoot. It just seems a little bit too convenient for me, knowing this show, how it operates, you know, the drama, the reality of it all, the reality of it. Now I feel like they're just instigating it. Like, okay, leave her alone. She said she doesn't want to talk about it. Had they actually cared, like if they really wanted to talk to her about it, they wouldn't have even had her do this photo shoot.
I am going to put down into an 8-feet grave and have to make this look sexy.
This is something that would appear in like a high fashion European magazine. You know what I mean? So you still gotta think model, don't think freak show circus.
Alright.
Oh my
That's pretty creepy. Think of it this way, the next time you're lowered down, you'll probably be dead. Oh, thanks, Shay.
That's very comforting. Thank you for those words of encouragement. Thank you. If you're shooting aerial, you know, don't you guys have that fear of like everything just, you know, just dropping? That would not be good.
You kind of look a little like Fright Night. Why do you think sloth is a deadly sin?
Is it just like laziness?
We get caught up in all sorts of things that slow us down. Sometimes if it's in your mind, it reads overall.
I love the little history lessons that they give the girls on the show. Now, do you know about the history of the 7 deadly sins? Now, let's go through them, shall we? Okay, so we have sloth, greed, like, I'm just here to model. Can you just let me pose? The girls almost have to have like these fancy responses like, yeah, certainly. I know all about these. I studied that in art history number 3. Now let's talk about the Renaissance. I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know what? You guys get it. You guys get it. But I get it. He's trying to convey to her the emotion because she's portraying sloth, and so they want her to be slothy. I don't even know, but I get it. I'm just being dramatic.
Michelle's a little weird. So she's like, this is cool. And I'm like, this is freaky.
Transforming this is definitely going to be a lot easier than before.
The makeup is kind of cool. You know, I think they did a good job with the styling, to be honest with you.
Goodbye. Okay, Michelle, you're proud. Your pride.
Actually, give me a big smile with your teeth, yeah.
Michelle was great last photo shoot. This, she doesn't know what the hell to do. You've got to give me neck without straining the neck, without making a funny face. Michelle came off looking like a beauty queen on acid.
That's so mean. I think she did a great job. I like her expressions, that it's something so, it's like kind of creepy, but it's very animated. And that's what you would want. Like, you want a model with a lot of expressions, and that's what she's giving them. Look how they just like make fun of them. Like, she's like 8 feet into the ground and he's just over there roasting her. Like, why? I don't get it.
I should have played with my crown though. I forgot to play with it. I just beat myself up because no matter what I do, there's something I could have done better.
There is responsibility on the photographer as well. We're not just there to press a button. You know, we are there to direct. And so it doesn't seem like there's too much direction going on in this one. There's not really much the models can do. They're in a tiny little box, so you have to consider all of these things.
I did my best.
You did.
I just don't understand.
Challenge free. Your personal challenge.
This is a hard day for Kaylin. I couldn't even imagine being in the mindset that she is right now. I'm just trying to comfort her because I don't want to see her go home over something like this.
It's kind of like another test for me, is to see if I can do this. I'm heartbroken.
I
I'm kind of finding this sin a little difficult to convert into because I'm not a greedy person.
Make love for the money. Just feel it all over you. It's your lover.
So constructive. The guy's like, it's your lover. Yeah, that's gonna really help her in the Thank you. Shit, how long have we been in a relationship for? 10 years with this dollar bill or what? 5? Are we doing like a 5-year relationship? Short term? Couple months? Like, what are we talking here?
Keanu, there wasn't really a lot of dimension. I think she could have pushed a little further.
Habiba, I haven't heard you say one thing to the models, okay? Are you just there to like press the button? Who set up your lights? Can you tell us?
I am the son of lust, and I have to be very sexual. I feel that I'm a beautiful girl, but I don't feel like I can be this ultra sexy girl. So I'm gonna have to go to a different mind frame today and pull that out.
Start thinking lusty thoughts.
Thank you for the wise philosophical statement. Before they lower her into the ground, a team of like 8,000 people lower her into the ground into a little hole that you guys dug for her in a graveyard. It's all coming together. Thank you so much.
Go deeper. This is about you experiencing your body as a lust machine.
You want them to adore it.
Okay, the comment, okay, no, you don't have to say stuff like that. You don't have to say stuff like that.
You want them to adore every part of your body, like lick between your toes. I mean, everything. Hey, big boy. You want to come on in? $10 a pop. Okay, $10, that's a little cheap, right?
Okay. Inappropriate. That was super uncomfortable. I don't know about you guys, but I'm over here in the comfort of my own home and I'm like, can you not say that? Can we just maybe sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Maybe start with that. Imagine you're the model in this situation and they're over there talking about this kind of stuff in front of you, trying to inspire you to take a better picture. You're going to inspire me to, crawl out of this hole and get that flight back home. Economy, maybe first class. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's like a lover caressing you there. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Yes, there it is, right there.
This is the first day we actually got
Wait.
some emotion out of.
Was that was the photographer making those noises. You can tell the model's even uncomfortable herself, when they were saying that stuff to her. That was so extremely inappropriate. Like, I'm creeped out by that whole scene. Can't even imagine what she was going through. Like, am I overreacting from that? Or what do you guys think? Now the photographer's finally talking and this is what he's saying to the models. Okay, you know what? I actually liked you better when you weren't saying anything at all. So maybe just like...
It's fine. My sin was gluttony. It was just like gluttony, like, I'm greedy, I'm hungry, like,
Yeah. Take this back.
I know you're gluttony, but you're a tall, slim girl. I want you to still look like a model. Yeah, it just came off looking a little campy as opposed to fashioning.
I feel like they could have done all of this without the graveyard aspect, don't you guys? Because a lot of this is centered around, we have the 7 deadly sins, but why do they need to be lowered into the ground? Now I believe they set this whole thing up because, look, they could have put her on a set or like even outside somewhere and could have put food all over her. It didn't have to be in a coffin. It didn't have to be in a graveyard, in the ground.
I want to just turn around and walk the other direction, but I don't want to get eliminated for this. So I kind of just try to not think about it.
Your nerves and take all of that and turn it into just like anger. Every bit of might in your body. I want to see it.
Yeah, that's great. Just keep it right there. Look at me. Really do it. Growl.
Don't act it. Be it. Like scream.
Come on, hear it. Louder. Push that shoulder down. Yeah, now push. Claws. Big eyes. Scream. Okay, one more.
So we heard a little bit of direction from the photographer. That was nice. That was a nice moment there. Okay, now that the photo shoot's done, let's check out the judging.
There were 7 girls representing the 7 deadly sins. This is your best shot.
wow.
Who were you?
Okay. The lighting is really cool. Very nice, clean. The styling is really cool. I feel like they could have done all this without the graveyard scene, but I don't know. Wow, very clean photo. Super nice. Love the lighting, the styling. Everything looks gorgeous.
Maybe a little bit critical. Lust was an opportunity for you to go totally over the top.
That's a good point, actually. Lust should be like, you know, so give me lust right now. Actually, work that pole. Go to this pole right now. Work the pole, honey.
You guys have the final picture. You showed it to her. It should be done. She shouldn't have to do any more of this extra stuff. She's not like a, you know, circus animal for you guys to perform in front. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why they're making her do all this extra stuff.
I want to see sexy. I want to see that sin. That's good.
Yeah, this one's not really my favorite. I don't really like the styling on her. Where'd they get an apple like that? That it looks like it's been decomposing for a while. Did someone just like chew on that and then just leave it out for the photo shoot? This is the stuff that I noticed.
And you are more of a spokesperson for being drunk than being a top model representative.
I don't even like this guy, to be honest. I straight up just don't like him. Who says stuff like that? Representative for being drunk? What if she has problems with alcohol? Why say stuff like this to the models? Why is it a show where they just knock them down constantly? It truly bothers me. Man, they are mean to the girls, straight up. What if a comment like that is the reason that someone turns to an addiction after the show ends, you know? There's just no regard for people's feelings. You know, mostly the models, I don't feel like they care at all. It makes me really sad as a photographer because a lot of my best friends are models and I care for them so much, and I would never let anyone treat my friends like this. This one's okay. I feel like the expression could have been better. The lighting on this one too, I would have loved to have seen more contrast. The concept, aside from the coffin in the graveyard, I like the concept. I love haunted, spooky kind of photos. I don't like them like in this setting or environment. So taken out of that, I think it would have been more successful, in my opinion. It's an okay photo. The pose I don't really like. I don't like the fact that her eyes are closed. I would have preferred something where she's looking at the camera or had her eyes open.
Now you're so beautiful. And a lot of the shots that I looked at yesterday, you looked a little strange.
Your face can't handle a lot of makeup, so I'm concerned about that as well.
I feel like they're saying stuff, it's a mix between an insult or a passive-aggressive comment. This one's really cool. I like the red. I love the lighting. I gotta just say, they did a great job. The editing was perfect. It's not too much. The colors are very natural looking. So the photo shoot overall, in terms of the lighting, editing, angles, was done very well, in my opinion. And also, may I say, the styling, it was really well done as well. I like the hair, the makeup, the colors. I love the colors.
It was more like an actor really pushing through something that was going on personally.
What happened, honey?
No, it's serious.
Oh.
You have to talk. It's okay.
That was actually really nice. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, I love this. She's fantastic. The expression, you want a model who's going to give you an expression like this and really be animated. She killed it. This is the best one. If they don't pick her for the best one, then I don't know. A little bit of foolishness there. I'm just saying, this is the best one.
You look like spring pride on a float.
Yes! It's got to come from inside. You have to start to be proud of who you are. Michelle, what's going on with you?
Well, I just graduated high school and I'm really trying to, find out who I am and everything. And I put my heart and soul in it and I tried so hard. So
they were 1000% wrong. I think she had one of the best pictures. My predictions, Kaylin's going to get best picture and then Michelle's going to be in the bottom two. Let's see. I knew it. I knew it. I just know. Listen, the show is so predictable. So predictable.
You represent facing adversity and being able to get past that.
You know what? Let me tell you why they gave her first. I'm going to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they put her through all of this. They really capitalized on her friend passing away, and they made a concept that kind of like poked at it a little bit. And then to kind of soften the blow, they're like, oh, well, you're the winner of this one. So it kind of comes back full circle. Listen, I got you figured out. America's Next Top Model. Had she not gotten Best Picture, it would have been like, oh, we did all this just so that she can kind of disappear into the background. No, she was the main focus of this episode. They used the story of her friend passing away as a plot line for this photo shoot. And so they had to kind of award her Best Picture. Not that she didn't have a really good picture, but I don't feel like it was the best. So look, that's exactly what they did. They kind of had to give this one to her so that it can kind of tie into the whole thing. Like, hey, yeah, we used your trauma, but look, you won Best Picture. I told you guys, I'm telling you. This photo shoot, there was a lot of creepiness going on, and I'm not talking about the graveyard or the, 8-foot hole in the ground. Just saying.